Hello and welcome, my name is Fundamentally, and today I'm going to be giving you my initial thoughts on the first two episodes of Princess Resurrection. Oh, it's just so damn boring. The first two episodes of this anime were quite difficult to sit through due to the fact of how boring it was. And this is not in any respect the worst anime I've ever seen. However, this anime is quite dull. It did do one thing in a kind of interesting manner, but for the most part this anime is just kind of boring and generic. But we will get to that in a second. Let me go ahead and tell you who we follow. Well, we follow Blandy. He is an actual cookie cutter. Well, for various reasons, Blandy has ended up under the service of a princess. This princess, for various reasons, is being attacked by monsters. Can Blandy protect the princess? And more importantly, does he need to be protected from the princess? You'll be way too busy smashing your head against the wall saying, oh god, why is this so boring, to honestly care. The writing for this series is particularly disinteresting. The writing feels very clunky when it comes to character interactions. It's not that the character interactions are bad, it's just they're really predictable and not particularly interesting. This anime also attempts to be funny. However, the comedy for this anime most of the time falls flat on its face, much like our main character. No, seriously, the main character falls a lot in this anime. I think it's supposed to be a gag, but it wasn't very funny. The very few jokes that this anime did actually get a good laugh out of me from, they overuse, they keep repeating them to the point where they just got way too stale. The one thing the writing does do kind of interesting is try to give the princess a backstory, and her backstory is quite interesting. However, the anime devotes way too little time to it in favor for everything else to get time. The most interesting bit of this series has the littlest screen time, whereas the most boring bits of the series have the most. That's a bit of a problem in my opinion. Speaking of problems, let me go ahead and talk about the characters. Well, they're one-dimensional as all hell. The main character might not look like a cookie cutter, but trust me, he is. He is the blandest son of a bitch I've ever seen in an anime. No doubt there are far blander, but damn was this guy boring. I mean, it's not that he's bad, he's just oh, I'm a nice guy, but because I do nice things, it ends up blowing up in my face, and I end up regretting it later. Like, come on, that character has been done 1,000 times before. The princess is the most interesting original character in this series, and I would still classify her as a medium generic. Overall, the characters are not particularly interesting. Speaking of not interesting, the animation. Well, overall, the animation doesn't look bad. However, the character designs, for the most part, don't look particularly good. Once again, the character design for the princess actually looks pretty alright. Everyone else is a fine mix of bad to okay, I guess. This anime has fight scenes, and those fight scenes don't look particularly good either. They're not the worst that I've ever seen, but I've most certainly seen better. Overall, the animation doesn't look terrible, but it could look a lot better in every respect. The voice acting, because yes indeed this anime does have an English dub, well, it's not terrible. It's about befitting to the series, okay at best. I mean, it's not at all bad, it's just the voice acting is not great either. Once again, the best voice actress was for the princess. In general, the best thing about Princess Resurrection is the princess. She has the most development, she has the best character design, and she has the best voice actor. However, the anime does not devote near enough time to her, and instead focuses on our extremely bland main character, Blandy. Overall, I don't recommend Princess Resurrection in any regard well, it's just a boring-ass piece of crap, and there are far better animes. There are too many great animes in this world to waste your time on something like this, so in all regards, just skip it. Thanks very much for watching. As always, if you'd like to consider subscribing, it would be much appreciated. My sincerest apologies for any and all word scrubs, but I do screw up my words quite a lot. I wasn't really looking forward to this anime because I didn't know much about this anime, but I still ended up somehow being let down by it. Sorry for the short video, but there wasn't honestly much to say about the series. I'm not going to drone on about it. There's not much to say other than don't bother with it. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day, and well, goodbye. Yawning sound.